Alright, fast forwarding just a little bit, we're going to create something that I liked in the last version of BlitzKraft, and I hope functions pretty much exactly the same in this one. Of course, that is the brain in a jar. So, given my awesome level of thomic wizardry, this shouldn't be too much of a problem. Bucket of water in the other corner and spider eyes on the edges. All very easy to acquire items, except for the components required that the infusion altar takes. Oops. If you'll notice, it needs 20x animus for one thing. And, well, let's go to basic information. Where do you get X animus from? Well, the things that I found it in so far are few and far between. We're certainly not going to use a nether star reactor, or a mob spawner, or cursed earth, or wither skulls, so I actually used 2 of the statues from gravestones. Yeah, that's right, these guys, they are apparently cool enough to have 10x animus in each one. So, given what we know, this should work out. Don't worry, I've also added 10 census and 10 of that other thing, thought I think it was. And it's able to draw it from all the way over here. Now we just have to make sure nothing falls off the pedestals. And we should be all set to have ourselves a brain in a jar. Now what does it do? Well, it kind of just sits around and sucks up any experience that happens to be lying on the floor. Oh, that's interesting. It leaves you the empty bucket behind. That's cool. Nice little detail I didn't expect there. And there we go, a brain in a jar. Now, where is this going? Well, let's say, how about next to my flesh farm? I call it a flesh farm because, you'll notice it's made out of flesh golems. One with the gather core, one with the harvest core. And I've got them upgraded with, say, he's got the order one so that he can replant, and he's got the green one because flesh golems aren't particularly strong. The other guy, of course, has the blue core and the red core so that I can tell him just to gather certain crops and so that, well, he can see farther. Because pretty much inside this fence gate is all they can see, but I really needed it necessary that they only try and pick up, like, the grass and the seeds and the carrots, because directly underneath them, I have my other tiny farm. Which is very, well, useless-ish. Right? You got some cows, you got a clay golem who's going to gather things, and you've got my iron golem with the butcher upgrade. Oh, yes. Now, he's awesome. Unfortunately, the fire thing is not letting him burn the cows and therefore get instant steaks. I wish that was the case, but that doesn't seem to be happening. Instead, he's got the little mace upgrade and a strength upgrade so that he's... Oh, no, don't get out of there, cows. Oh, come on. There's only one area that you could get out of, and you found it. Well, that's not fair. Thankfully, I'll just grab them like I did in the first place. A few safari nets later, and they're, you know, they're all back home where they're going to get slaughtered over and over again. Now, the visor upgrade allows the golem that when he kills things, the experience falls on the floor. Now, if I was automating this at all, of course, I need a zombie brain just to pick up the experience. So that's fine. The only problem is I need a way to keep the feed station filled with wheat while I'm gone. Otherwise, right now, it's just sort of a manual process, which is slightly lame. It always means there's always 2 cows. The butcher upgrade allows them to be that smart, to always leave 2 behind. Right? It's great. It's perfect. I love golems, and my little goal of having a lovely double golem farm is totally coming to par. Speaking of things working out, let's try and get these bees to make me exactly what I need them to be. Industrious drones. I need an industrious princess. Go analyze those. I'm very close to having everything I need. I need royal drones. Oh, no. It's alright, though, because I've got diligent ones kind of making infinite drones here for me as well. It's really low chance that things will mutate into what you need them to be, unfortunately. Let's try and get another majestic queen out of these. Here. Common and cultivated ones. Okay. There we go. I'll just start splitting off all these other bees into each other just so that I can kind of... Oh, what's wrong with you? Oh, right. This guy needs stones. Funny, huh? Of all the things for a bee to need. Stone. No joke. I mean, it's a stony bee. Alright. I'm very nearly to where I need to be, which is having majestic turn into the royal bees and having the industrious bees around long enough that I have more than one of them. There we go. Okay. One noble princess. I don't care what the hybrid is. I just need to mix this noble princess with a, let's see, where is it? Majestic drone and hope for the best. Later on in the bee trees, there's other items you can get. Like I said, mutagenic frames, which, well, you need unstable pollen to get that. I don't know how to get that at all. But I should be lucky enough later on to get, like, bees that will definitely mutate in other species. But first I need to defeat the different chains. There we go. Alright, and I pretty much don't need any of these auxiliary bees, so I can just melt them down into bee fuel, pretty much. Because I already have everything. It's not cruel. It'll be fuel later on. That's just how it works. You can't be sentimental when you're a farmer, after all. Trust me. Alright. I'll analyze these guys up, and then melt them back down too. Meanwhile, these industrious... Oh, one pure industrious drone. That's going to stay in the chest for now. Now I have an imperial princess. I can't mix those two together. That won't help me at all. No, I need one of each, pretty much. What am I going to do with an industrious drone? I don't know. Well, be that as it may, there's still a long way to go. Which is quite unfortunate, because I was really hoping on getting the right sort of bees that could make the right sort of products already. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, insert really bad jokes here, huh? Alright. Well, I might as well put my thomic gear away and just go on to the next order of business. And fast forward a little bit in time, everybody. This is Fwipp here. And you might have learned throughout your travels that when it comes to bees, if you grow certain trees next to each other, they'll kind of pollinate each other, and that's how you can get different species of trees. You need to make either a grafter, or maybe, like me, I've made a thomium grafter and then enchanted it with repair, like you saw last time, how that was possible. At the same time, my tree breeding kind of went a little out of control. So, this is my entire forest right now. Yeah. I've managed to accumulate so many different trees, it's just kind of gone a bit out of control. So let's have a quick look at the different breeds I've gotten so far. Start off with silver lime, then larch, then beech, then hill cherry, then yew, then sugar maple, then common ash. And there's probably tons and tons more, like walnut saplings I might possibly be able to get. Now, why would I want to do that? Well, because getting different fruits, that's how you do it. And different fruits are worth different values of seed oil. And if we'll just look in my little ME network here that Hannibal's built us. Seeds, yeah, we got lots of... Well, we could use more seeds. all things considered. We're going to need a lot of seed oil because I've finally made a breakthrough in my bee search. that's bee research. It's not that funny. Anyways, you'll notice here I've labeled all of my hives, and they are all correctly labeled. So here we've got one set of industrious ones, one set of imperial ones, imperial, and one more industrial somewhere. Anyways, I got way more imperial than industrious, which is not that bad because for the higher level bee machines, I'm going to need the royal jelly more for the syringes so that instead of keeping tons and tons of bees, I can just keep like a syringe of each. Why am I taking so much fall damage? Oh, right, because I don't have the negating fall damage boots on. Anyways, instead of just having tons of bees, I can just have a syringe with each species serum in it, and then, melting down all the excess bees into liquid. I can... Oh, no, it's raining! Now they won't produce anything. Well, I have yet to get the serum that allows bees to do that, because, of course, I haven't even started that yet. Let's just have one quick look in the Emmy network of how effective this current thing is. Let's check this out. How much pollen we got? Let's see. Pollen, 48. That's not bad. Okay, how about royal jelly? What are we doing on that? More than a stack. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, the next step of bee researching, obviously, is going to take royal jelly. We need syringes. We can do that. That's fine. We need to make, with honey, scented panelings. Okay, that's fine. I don't know what aromatic lumps are, but that's from magic bees. We don't need to get into that. And that's about it. So the scented paneling here is how you make the alveary blocks, right? And with the alveary blocks, that's how you make the other alveary blocks, right? And you can make it so bees can live in different environments. I think that one makes like strange genetics better. This one here I think is definitely for helping the trees breed. There's the mutator. We're going to go for that, obviously. Being able to just tell the bees when to mutate is great. A rain shield allows them to work in the rain. And the lighting is, if it's too dark wherever your alvearies are, it'll work out. Alright, so that we're going to actually need another carpenter. We're going to need to put it all in the basement. Now, I don't remember if I showed you. There's my little golem farm going on. And, of course, directly underneath that is my other golem farm going on. The only issue with this little golem farm, which, yeah, generates a little bit of experience, is that you got to manually put the wheat in, which isn't so bad, because apparently it's extremely slow. But hey, it's free food. Maybe someday I'll figure out how to breed them faster. Probably mine factory syringes. That might do it. Anyways, my question here is, how's the seed oil and honey doing? Only 5,070 buckets there. Well, that's not actually bucket values. I don't really know how much that is. But, long story short, we need more. Honey's just getting produced all the time. 62,000. Still, steel tanks hold a ton of liquid, so that doesn't surprise me. Alright, so the next project that we are going to do, quite obviously then, if all those pumps are coming down here, then obviously we need to make the bee lab here. We're going to connect some... Well, wait a minute. Okay, there's the liquid DNA tank. So the DNA machines are going to go over here, because that's where the power is also going. So that means I'm going to need one room, one big room over here, just to finish off the bee research. I think I'm going to fill it with filing cabinets, because what filing cabinets do is they're like inventories, but they fill up with as many of any kind of item as long as it has the same ID. So what I can do is create a room full of filing cabinets, and they're going to be filled with all those different sapling varieties, because there's an absolute boat ton of the same sapling. And at the same time, all the different serums, I believe, have the same value. Let's just look that up in NEI, see if I'm right. I hope this will work. 8803, yeah. Okay, so we could keep all our serums in filing cabinets. Oh, by the way, I made a woven hunter's backpack from the tropical bees. So that's another goal complete on Fwipp's little checklist. I like to keep little checklists, of course, and I always have kept this one. If you're wondering what my other items are, just for the sake of argument, let's very quickly move down my jetpack. We've got power armor with all of these. The night vision really helps, so does the clock. We've got the chest plate. I tried putting in the jetpack. It sucked. I took it off immediately. Doesn't work because I'm too heavy. And like that. Actually, one thing that I'm really thinking about doing, if I can mix the industrious bees with the wintry bees, is get bees that create liquid nitrogen. That's one of my goals right now. Because as you'll notice, there's a cooling system in the chest plate system, I think. Let's have a look here. Yeah, a liquid nitrogen cooling system. So we need literally a bucket of liquid nitrogen. How do we get liquid nitrogen, guys? Any clues? Because in one season of BlitzKraft, I got all the liquids, although they didn't have a point then. Now they do. So liquid nitrogen, there it is. So you need Kelvin drops, which comes from glacial combs, which comes from absolute bees, which comes from, oh my, ocean princess and frigid drone. Whoa. Ocean princess is just water diligent. And there's only a 10% chance. And the hive needs to be in the freaking ocean. Okay. That's not good. Frigid drone, of course, is just wintry and diligent. Wintry, of course, is a base bee. Okay, that's going to be a bit of a problem. I'm going to need to find myself an ocean. And then find myself, well, let's see here. Find myself a winter biome. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. That's going to be kind of difficult to do, but, again, goals are goals, I guess. They might be lofty, but I think that one at least is kind of achievable. So let's grab the clipboard here. Level 1. Did I already check off backpacks? I don't think I did. Gonna work on the trophy room. Liquid nitrogen, still need that. Bee backpacks. Yeah, that worked out really well. Got a cow farm, too. Got royal jelly and pollen. Now it's just a matter of getting more of that. Ignore those coordinates if you're on the other team, because those are coordinates just all over the map. I've been flying around finding nodes, and then I found an extra, like, crypt and rogue dungeon or 3 that haven't been explored yet. Those are just on there for whenever Hannibal shows up and he's like, what are we going to do today? And I'm like, well, let's blow the hell out of this place. Maybe that came out wrong. Oh, well. So, why don't I see you guys next time? I've got quite a bit of digging to do because I plan to use a lot of those new woods in my structures. I'm just going to quickly go to sleep because the bees can't work at night or in the rain, so it's doubly bad for production values. Not that this is a movie, but I certainly am the star. And I can say that because this is my channel. Yeah, if you're still watching, you don't mind. My sense of humor, I hope. Anyways, I'm fairly happy with what's going on. Got myself my Thermcraft Golem set up. Got myself my Thermcraft Golem farms. I love golems. They're so cute. And, you know, bees is getting there. Next step, genetic lab, trophy room, filing cabinet, and trying to figure out what in the world all these butterflies can do. If you guys know, please say in the comments, because they're extremely rare. You need to right-click them, not left-click, right-click them with a scoop when they're nearby, but they're hella glitchy, because, like, they'll randomly fly right at me. I think they spawn around these new forestry trees every so often. And then I just grab the backpack, grab my super boots, grab a glider, and fly off after them. And then sometimes they'll kind of land on some flowers, so I have to break the flowers and then hit them with a scoop. And then I'll randomly have them. But they're so difficult to find. Sometimes I'll just find them out here. It's insane. Anyways, all this new wood is going to look really nice. For sake of argument, why don't I show you guys how the grafter works, if you didn't know. And again, I'm the kind of guy that really likes design. You know what I mean? So, and function, don't get me wrong. So once we have a bee lab completely going well, I'm probably going to use the factorization router again, because that's one of my favorite blocks to use. I'm probably going to use, like, all this new wood just to show it off, because, honestly, if you've got it, flaunt it, right? That's what they say. I mean, come on. Oh, whoa. Common hornbeam sapling. Never had that one before. Bullpine sapling. Wow, never had that one before either. Okay, so we are getting dang lucky here in my massively overpopulated wooded area, and the problem with that is, well, let's be honest, it doesn't show any signs of stopping. So, in fact, I think this one over here, or somewhere, there's another, like, white marble sapling or something. Actually, I should really analyze these. Sometimes you'll get trees that actually need to be in a 4x4 pattern. I mean, they're massive, but, you know, you need to get lucky and hope that some bees pollinate the rest of them. So we're going to quickly just analyze those up. Honestly, the analyzer is amazing because it can do bees, it can do trees, it can do butterflies. Yeah, that's right. Let me have a look over here. These butterflies have analytical values too. Slow flyers, I don't know. I tried reading online what the butterflies can do. And apparently, if you put them down, like what happened there? That fall from somewhere? Did I just drop it? I need to get that analyzed too. Anyways, and you're stuck on the pipes again. Beezle Bob, get off there. Your job... No, get off the pipes. Your job is to put things, yeah, in your chest. That's all you do. You're a gathering golem. I don't mean to punch my workers, but every so often his golem brain kind of flubs off into somewhere else. Also, I analyzed the wrong one. That's okay. Where was I going with this? Something about trees. Ah, dang, I've forgotten. Anyways, I'm going to build a lot of filing cabinets, set them up downstairs. Figure out how to get the bees I need. Let's have a look at that. Also, for some reason... where is it? We got sugary queens, which are going to become ripened queens if I'm lucky. And then I think I'm going to end up making a ton of fruit juice with bees. So that'll be the food problem fixed as well. Hopefully. Maybe. If I'm lucky. Maybe I'm not lucky. Anyways, like I said, I guess I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Any suggestions? Let me know. Because I like trophy rooms, and we're going to build one now. See you later.